Okay, cover sheet noise. And the rocket's red glare behind me. Midnight, people still lighting shit off. Hello and welcome to Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. This is Quiet, Dignity, and Grace. Hello and welcome. Quiet, Dignity, and Grace. Like, hate, share, scribe, comment if you need to. Links for things and where you find that linky stuff. Patreon, PayPal, save the house, yada yada. Notification bell because reasons. I try to do a midnight show, 12 a.m. Central Standard Time. Try to hit it every day, or post something. And whenever the damn mood hits me, I guess. Yeah, that's what the bell's for. I have played around in here a little bit, just to get an idea of what's going on. I think I picked up a couple of trophies. Oh well. But I like this. Real time, and I can pause it. Turn base. I'll go turn base. And this is not D&D affiliated. I've checked. It's D&D-esque. So WOTC can cool their freaking heels. Run it on relaxed. New. We're not going expert. Level scaling for everything. Only scale upwards. New. Let me beat up weaker pricks. Level scaling all. None. Critical path only. All. Only scale upwards. New. Alright. Let's rock.
Aora, a world where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel. The cycle of reincarnation watched over by the gods, and made possible through pillars of a mystical substance known as Audra. 5 years ago, you traveled from your home to the Deerwood, a nation that had waged war against the incarnated god of light, Aethys, resulting in his destruction. The country suffered from a plague of hollowborn, infants born without souls. that many believed was punishment for killing a god. In an ancient, secluded ruin, you witnessed a secret ritual that inadvertently transformed you into a watcher. One who can see and speak with souls. The ritual also gave you horrible visions, waking nightmares of a past life that threatened your sanity. To put them to rest, you pursued the man who had led the ritual, a seemingly immortal agent of the gods, known as Theos Ix Arcanon. With divine assistance, you confronted and defeated Theos, ending your visions and resolving the Hollowborn crisis. In so doing, you also learned the great secret that Theos had protected. That the ancient empire of Anguith had transformed themselves into gods. Your visions finally put to rest, you retired to the castle of Cadnua, built atop a massive statue of pure Audra, where you ruled in relative peace and prosperity.
And then all hell broke loose.
Made a nice story. You fixing up that old keep? Lifting the curse? Must have told it 100 times. But something got to gnawing at me. Thinking the spirit...
And I did turn the music off.
Maybe the gods weren't finished with us. I used to dream that when my god came back, he would forgive us. Last the trouble with dreams. Sooner or later, we all have to wake up.
And so you wake to a sleepless world, the in-between of life and death. Follow your memories. You have been here before.
Don't need no pesky copyrights chopping up my damn videos.
You have seen past the shroud. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
A watcher sees souls, knows their pasts, and the souls see them back.
A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed.
What is a god? A higher power? A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked?
The gods aren't real, but something else entirely. Something created by people.
And did you ever consider that these were things you were never meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
Let the world see. Let them decide what to do.
The wheel has turned again, Watcher. Come.
An aged dwarf shares this strange floating platform with you. His face is creased by so many wrinkles that his features lie buried amid shadowy pockets of skin. Still, the dwarf's well-practiced habits have left telltale tracks of a welcoming rictus across his visage. You can see his smile coming before it blooms, reshaping the dwarf's face from a hanging sack of flesh into something resembling an oddly carved, merry gourd, replete with unhealthy bumps and discolored splotches. The creases of the dwarf's face tighten into a smile as he gives you a courteous nod.
Sit, please. Thank you for joining us, Watcher of Cadnua.
The gaunt woman seated at the table is clad in time-worn black armor that seems too massive for her to move in. A pale, slender neck rises from the gorget, topped by a hollow face. The milky skin stretched across it is delicate and translucent, like parchment that has been scraped clean too many times. She is preoccupied with the arrangement of cards on the table between you. With each movement, her armor squeaks and groans as though bearing an incredible weight. She places a final card, gives a nod of satisfaction, and raises her eyes to meet yours.
Your brush with the divine has drained you of your powers. fractured your memories. Look upon these cards. They represent the courses of your life. You alone know best how they flowed. Arrange them to fit what you remember.
Okay, in my former life, I was putting up with fucking fireworks. Kind and merciful to people you encountered, sympathetic to their pain, and charitable to those who needed help. Hollowborn, Souls of the Wheel, pledged to Bareth. Many of the choices are judicious and balanced, tempered by rational thought and fairness rather than sympathy or emotion. Wait, what's this lady's name? I know she's one of the deities and I can't go back and figure it out. Okay, where's my playback? Does she have a name? Purple ribbon, her talking, where's her picture? There it is. Nope. That's her butler. Walk over to her place. Have a seat. What's her name? Doesn't give her a name. Well, doesn't that help? Awesome. Most of the choices, judicious and balanced, tempered, rational thought and fairness, rather than sympathy or emotion. I swore to Gallowayne. Most choices made to strengthen and my allies while punishing and weakening your enemies. Pledged to Rimgrand. Left a wake of physical destruction and spiritual annihilation wherever you went. Seeking to bring a final end to all things. You worked for Rimmergand. 2 R's. Like it matters. They're just making up fucking words anyway. Like you would but you ultimately gave souls to Wodisha. You supported maintaining the god's secrets as well as your own. Did everything wrong. Pledged to the bidding of every god and then scattered the souls of the Hollowborn to random location. You got every companion killed. You get the worst outcome for every quest. And if there is a mistake you could have made while still resolving the Hollowborn crisis, you made it. Not suggested for newbies. So this creates the world that you left when you passed on into the in-between. Okay. So that sets up the world that you left behind. Aha. Judicious and balanced. Works for me.
Does everything appear to be in order?
No, that's not what happened. I don't know what happened. I didn't play number 1.
Good. Welcome to the Beyond. I am Bareth. One half, anyway.
She points a finger in the direction of the dwarf who led you here. Though the movement is slight, her gauntlet squeaks like a rusty hinge.
Okay, I picked fair and balance, and that's Bereth, and this is Bereth, the Pallid Knight. Yeah, chose wisely. Click on live, there we go. That's not a 7-second delay. That's like a 1.5-second delay. Okay.
The dwarf's rictus returns as he nods in the woman's direction.
Tell me, do you remember when we last met? And though you could have broken your pledge when you defeated Theos at Sun and Shadow, you did not. Admirable.
She delicately places a card on the table. A bell in a tower. Her fingertips slowly drag away from the card, faintly creaking as they retreat across the table.
You had need of the gods once before. Now it seems we have need of you. The being that occupied Odnua's statue beneath your castle was the dead god, Aothis. Of this we are certain. What we do not know is what his intentions are. Though Aothis stole a large fragment of your soul, you were strong enough to survive the onslaught and enter the in-between. You and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power of thousands of souls, including yours. It should be little difficulty for an experienced watcher to find him.
Am I dead? Why can't you do it yourself? I ain't going anywhere near it.
No. But neither is your body truly alive. Your lungs draw breath, your heart pumps blood, but your flesh is as soulless as a hollowborn. That is, until I return you.
She delicately places a card upright on the table. The art depicts souls flowing out of a pillar of Audra.
I know. It is my business to know. 322 in Cadnua and your surrounding lands. Their souls remain in Aothis still. You have the power to save them. Serve me and I will return you to your body. Or don't, and return to the wheel.
Oh yeah, there's a special ending. Take the wheel. Might as well, first episode, I can easily restart this.
Unfortunate. This will prove much more difficult without someone of your unique talents and circumstances.
She raises her gauntleted hand and gestures to the dwarf hovering at the periphery. The dwarf nods, the supernaturally wide smile returning to his face. He gestures for you to follow him.
Give you a chance to rethink. Nope, go with him. Back to the wheel. Can't remember if there's narrative to this.
No
Nope,
sooner
okay.
has will spoken than you feel yourself dissolve. It is not an unpleasant sensation. Something between falling asleep and drifting on a warm current. Your essence is pulled through the Adra, where it mingles with the stuff of thousands of other souls. Your thoughts, your memories, even your identity as the Watcher, fade like a dream. Eventually, your soul reforms and finds its way into a small, crawling thing of fur and claws. You know the world by sound and scent, as food and danger. The concerns of gods and nations are beyond you. It is a simple and satisfactory existence, though your mind can conceive of no other. Whether it is a long one will depend upon the Watcher Bareth chooses in your stead.
Let's try this again. On relaxed, set for 2, no trials. Off, totally off. Only scale up, no. Scale up and down. Skip the intro. Now let's go. Content.
Aora. A world where mortals live, die, and are... 5 years ago, you traveled from your home to the Deerwood. A nation that had waged war against the incarnated god of light, Aethys, resulting in his destruction. The country suffered from a plague of hollowborn, infants born without souls, that many believed was punishment for killing a god. In an ancient, secluded ruin, you witnessed a secret ritual that inadvertently transformed you into a Watcher. One who can see and speak with souls. The ritual also gave you horrible visions, waking nightmares of a past life that threatened your sanity. To put them to rest, you pursued the man who had led the ritual, a seemingly immortal agent of the gods, known as Theos Ix Arcanon. With divine assistance, you confronted and defeated Theos, ending your visions and resolving the Hollowborn crisis. In so doing, you also learned the great secret that Theos had protected. That the ancient empire of Anguith had transformed themselves into gods. Your visions finally put to rest, you retired to the castle of Cadnua, built atop a massive statue of pure Audra, where you ruled in relative peace and prosperity.
Made a nice story. You fixing up that old keep? Lifting the curse? Must have told it 100 times. But something got to gnawing at me. Thinking the spirits there weren't really at rest. That maybe the gods weren't finished with us. My God came back. He would forgive us. Last the trouble with dreams. Sooner or later, we all have to wake up.
And so you wake to a sleepless world, the in-between of life and death. Follow your memories. You have been here before.
You have seen past the shroud. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
A watcher sees souls, knows their pasts, and the souls see them back.
A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed.
What is a god? A higher power? A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked?
The gods aren't real, but something else entirely. Something created by people.
And did you ever consider that these were things you were never meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
Let the world see. Let them decide what to do.
The wheel has turned again, Watcher. Come.
It's a very big story. So takes forever to turn the pages. Trust me on this one.
An aged dwarf shares this strange floating platform with you. His face is creased by so many wrinkles that his features lie buried amid shadowy pockets of skin. Still, the dwarf's well-practiced habits have left telltale tracks of a welcoming rictus across his visage. You can see his smile coming before it blooms, reshaping the dwarf's face from a hanging sack of flesh into something resembling an oddly carved, merry gourd, replete with unhealthy bumps and discolored splotches. The creases of the dwarf's face tighten into a smile as he gives you a courteous nod.
Sit, please. Thank you for joining us, Watcher of Cadnua.
The gaunt, a pale, slender neck rises from the gorget, topped by a hollow face. The milky skin stretched across it is delicate and translucent, like parchment that has been scraped clean too many times. She is preoccupied with the arrangement of cards on the table between you. With each movement, her armor squeaks and groans as though bearing an incredible weight. She places a final card, gives a nod of satisfaction, and raises her eyes to meet yours.
Your brush with the divine has drained you of your powers, fractured your memories. Look upon these cards. They represent the courses of your life. You alone know best how they flowed. Arrange them to fit what you remember.
Also, same as the one, it's her, the deity that I swore to, and it's story, it's level 2 of the difficulty metered as well. So yeah.
Does everything appear to be in order?
That was the other thing that I had noticed. Yep, we're good. I said yes.
Good. Welcome to the Beyond. I am Bera. One half, anyway.
She points a finger in the direction of the dwarf who led you here. Though the movement is slight, her gauntlet squeaks like a rusty hinge. The dwarf's rictus returns as he nods in the woman's direction.
Tell me, do you remember when we last met? And though you could have broken your pledge when you defeated Theos at Sun and Shadow, you did not. Admirable.
Yay me, is that extra points?
She delicately places a card on the table. A bell in a tower. Her fingertips slowly drag away from the card, faintly creaking as they retreat across the table.
You had need of the gods once before. Now it seems we have need of you. The being that occupied Odnua's statue beneath your castle was the dead god, Aothus. Of this we are certain. What we do not know is what his intentions are. Though Aothus stole a large fragment of your soul, you were strong enough to survive the onslaught and enter the in-between. You and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power of thousands of souls, including yours. It should be little difficulty for an experienced watcher to find him.
You only get one answer, one bite at the apple. I've restarted a few times. Not going anywhere near him. Seems to be the best outcome.
No, but neither is your body truly alive. Your lungs draw breath, your heart pumps blood, but your flesh is as soulless as a hollowborn. That is, until I return you.
She delicately places a card upright on the table. The art depicts souls flowing out of a pillar of Audra.
So go after revenge. I'm done with all of this. Let's just get it over with. Doesn't matter how much you threaten me, I'm not going. Take the revenge angle. Avenge the 300.
I know. It is my business to know.
And 22.
322 in Cadnua and your surrounding lands. Their souls remain in Aethys still. You have the power to save them. Serve me and I will return you to your body. Or don't, and return to the wheel.
It's better than being turned into a fucking gopher. Or a mole, I believe. No, I had fur, so... some kind of burrowing, furry thing. Beats the hell out of that. At least I get carry stuff.
Good. Before you return to Aora as my herald, you must remember who you were. The last whisper of life and death.
For a moment, the sockets of her eyes darken, leaving the pits of a death's head gazing out at you.
When you can picture your own face, the Beyond will lead you back to your own kind, to the world of mortals.
So her butler is the Beyond? End scene. Importer, start from scratch. Let's start a new one. Yes. You mean folk, most common race, and drywood, direwood, whatever. I'm gonna butcher that, I don't care how many times. Old Valalia in the Valalia in the republics. Not as large as the towering Omana. Humans are known for strength and will, might and resolve. Might, perception, resolve. Oh, you lose might, okay. Smallest of the kith. Kith are basically just the walking talkers of the life forms in this universe, I guess. Humans, oh, they're all kith, including dwarves. Cultures don't consider them to be civilized at all. Notable for their big ears, two-tone skin, and hirsute bodies. Orlans are commonly found in ear, Galfanth, Fath, only one N, Glandfath. Good. So you're gonna spell it with English letters. Parts of the direwood. known for their mental intensity, sharp senses. What do you want? Windows open. It's 85 in here. Children of the Kith, civilized races, who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods. Some do not consider it a blessing. So they have tragic backstories. Yay. Aspects may take many forms, often with mystical powers. Aberrant head shapes are typical. Good luck finding a helmet. And godlike are unable to wear protective headgear. Okay, that was the next line. Okay. Take the wind out of my sails making a joke, as it is near impossible to find anything that fits. Yeah, thank you. Unusual nature and ability to reproduce, godlike often viewed with fear and wonder, dexterity and intellect. Dominant race. Glen Fath, same as the long ears. Orleans. The white that wins, extremely common. Drywood, Direwood. Speed, intelligence, commonly isolationist. Well, it's gonna suck for you because you're working with a team. You have yourself a little group of people go around beating stuff up, breaking into shit. Dexterity and perception. Orphans. With a bad controller. By the virtue of land covered and numbered colonies settled, dwarves are the most well-traveled race in the world, commonly found in the Direwood, the Lillian republics, and almost any colonized land. Dwarves are known for their great strength and tenacity. You get a 2 might constitution, not very dexterous. 2 might. Omana. The largest of the Kith, commonly found in near oceans. Wonder why. They're not truly aquatic. They have an affinity for water in many of their civilizations, such as Rotha, are based on naval dominance. Oh yeah, there's naval battles in this too. Known for their unparalleled strength, 2 might. Got it. Yeah, well, we're going with. If I'm gonna play fantasy, why would I run a human? That's too weird, and I already played Biohazard. So, I guess that's this is their answer to starts with a T. I know that, and I don't want to mispronounce it. I'm not a noob, I just can't remember it correctly. D&D, people with the horns. Unclear how long ago the Pale came to the southern Glamfelin. Really? That's kind of derogatory, isn't it? Glamfelin. Your glamour's gone. You're ugly. Flat out. Got 0 glam on you. What the hell? No wonder I was gonna run a thief. In the southern polar region of the world. Lived there 12,000 years. migrating within the polar region, but seldom venturing too far north. They are rare in northern lands, and most people consider them exotic, if they've seen one at all. D1P1. Elemental endurance elves. Long history of living in inhospitable climes, giving them inherent resistance to burn and freeze damage. Yay. What do the woodies do? Trace their beginnings far north in present day Adir. Migrated south through the forest and jungles of the continent. Much of their history is connected with meadow folk. Take that to... Well, screw it. If I'm gonna do it, I might as well go through all of them. Why not? So I can get a feel for what the hell's going on. Lore and that. So, yeah. Adir. Glenfathen. If I'm gonna throw time into this, I'm gonna understand what I'm trying to do. That would help. Some historians believe the wood elves migrated to Glenfath, not just regular Glenfath. Take it that's east. Whatever. Eastside elves represent at some point in the past. Through here and Glafalalathan, elves are wholly different culturally and are rarely found outside of here in Eastern Reach. You get it 1-2 or 1-1 resistance towards dexterity afflictions. I'd rather take somebody that's fireproof. Single class or multi-class. Are not recommended for newbies. I think I can balance both. Although only the same amount of points are split between the two. Is that right? I think. I like to make a single class or multi. Single class characters entirely focused on chosen class. Gain access to higher levels faster. Multi-class can select powers from two classes but gain access to higher levels slower. Can't access. Okay, so it's 1 point split between two. Alright. Let's walk multi. What? Taking some rogue. Rogue sassy. Trickster. Gain charm. Automatically gain select illusion wizard. Spells at new power levels. Cost guile to use. Unique attacks do less. Street fighter. Sneak more deadly. Initiative decreases when the Street Fighter is flanked or bloodied. What else helps me pick locks. I cannot engage. Gain cowardice ability. That's fun. Hit and crit against charmed. So I'll have to have somebody throw a fucking charm on it. Rogue charm ability. Yeah. Ability tree. What do I get? Crippling strike. Around hobbling any successful hit. I learned something. Yeah. Okay. And run away. I want to run away. What do I do? What do I do? Sneak is better unless I'm flanked or bleeding. I get better crit if I flank or make them bleed. Initiate is penalized when the Street Fighter is neither flanked nor bloodied. Yeah, but they pop up at a screen and then come attack us. So how does that work? If I'm not flanked or bloody, no, they just come charging at us head on. There's no flanking or nothing. So nothing works unless I'm flanking or I make them bleed. It's a bit of a cripple. Or a hindrance, I should say. Sorry about that. It was an adjective, not a direction. Anyway, fucking... I can't engage and learn cowardice. I can't really sneak up on people either. Playing multi-class without a subclass. Cancel character. No. I was trying to go backwards. What's a ranger do? It's an elf, might as well run. Bonded grief. Whatever the hell that is. Immune to. Okay. I have to summon an animal during battle. Considered a spirit and is affected by spirit targeting powers. Cannot be healed, unable to learn both heal pet and revive pet abilities. That's the ghost hair. Bonus crit conversion when attacking more than 4 meters. And their companion, great, you get a puppy. No matter what you do, you get a... No. Damn it, go back. Thank you. Wrong button. Man, I don't want to have to feed a damn dog. I don't have one. And the game kind of makes you kill dogs too. also a point for the negative. Better sneak, better crit. I just have to walk around them. No, we'll take the crippling, thank you. Noisy is quiet. Second class. Crowd control, defender, crowd control, bluff history, arcana, sleight of hand, diplomacy, crowd control, striker, druid, swashbuckler, yeah, we'll take that as well, survival, intimidate, streetwise, athletics, and I already have the streetwise with the other. Nice. What am I subclass? Black jacket. Constant recovery is left. Oh, so my auto. Okay. No, you get a regenerate. Mine is slower. Less effective anyway with a black jacket. Additional weapon set and weapon proficiency. Nah. Because you can't use a spear and a shield. Kinda sucks. Devoted. Single weapon proficiency. Weapon. May select a single weapon proficiency as they choose them. Okay, increased penetration with chosen weapon, increased critical, accuracy is 10-wise, that is not their chosen, ooh, okay, that makes sense, see why here in a minute, sometime, if I ever get the hell out of this, only gain a single proficiency, and no new proficiency during level up. Wow. +1 for engagement. Increased pen. Gain shield mastery. With an armor rating. Okay, so I'll just tank the damage. Tactician, restore discipline when successful, interrupting an enemy action, penetration accuracy, reduce when attacking target not threatened by anyone else. Really? So you get two people attacking a single. You come along. Yeah. And you hit that enemy weaker because someone else is targeting it. Alright, I can see that. I can see how that'd work. Knowing the gameplay, I know, yeah, like I said, I ran some of this so I know half-ass what's going on. We're taking the unbroken. Shoves an enemy with enormous force. Knocking them pro, cause damage. Discipline barrage. Fighter intensely focuses on their training, gaining the aware inspiration for a short time. I'd rather knock them down. That'll do. 10. Plus 0 damage for healing fortitude. Fantastically powerful. Well, I wouldn't go that far. $15 points to spread over 16 spots, or 6 spots. So 2 of each. And play favorites. Logic, reasoning, deduction. Will and deflection defenses. Internal drive, determination, blah blah blah. Detecting traps and hidden. Which is picking locks, overall health and stamina, how mean I am, put it in that, dexterity, because there's situational. Again, you'll see when we get into the thing. Oh Lord. Empire, most prominent old empire of the West. Centered around the equator and has tropical climate. Nation. Where am I from? I don't know. Where the hell was she from? Where's her race from? North. Nope, that's around the equator. You're not in the north. Deadfire Archipelago. The Ohanapi. That's the Deadfire populated. That's the lizard people, the Alma, why don't they capitalize that? Really? They don't capitalize races. Yes, they do. They did with the dwarves and the humans. Why don't the lizard people get that? Are they like Khajiit in this freaking universe? What the hell? Colonial traders, explorers, pirates, travel. Speak of an ancient cataclysm devastated their people thousands of years ago. Death of this event. Lost to time, but storytellers claim destroyed everything. You get a dexterity. North of Red Chris and the Eastern Reach. Like I know what that's supposed to be. Show me a map. Extensively farmed Spanish. That's where the long ears are. Orland residents. See, they're not capitalized. But word salad is. Izamital culture. The Izamital. That's how I'm reading it, Izamital culture. Not Islam, Izamital culture is one of the oldest in the world. Given props. Spread well over the past 1,000 years. Society placing among emphasis learning, scholarship, honors, and okay, they're smarty pants. Gotcha. Now the long ears. Got it. Crown jewel of the southern. Nope. Powerful Tropical Naval Kingdom, Coastal, with the Lizard People, Deadfire Archipelago, Dwarves and Orleans can be found there. Haven't seen anything about where elves hang. Living lands, mountains, unpredictable ecosystem vary dramatically from valley to valley. Living lands are home to an assortment of races, variety of colonial independent settlements. You get one mite. Yay, so I didn't have to put one there. So I can go back. Pull that out of might. And put that into my constitution. Where did I go? Yeah, 13 const. Yep. Because I'm getting a plus one might. Maybe. Large cracked southern expanse of polar ice. Ah, shit, that's where I'm supposed to come from. Can I pull it out of perception then? Is there a perception? Yes, there is. So... and I'll still be at 15. Bump that 13. Forward. Take off. Great White North. White that wins. Oh, pale elves. Hey, what do you know? Small colonies, daring explorers, outcasts, and adventurers. So I don't get out much. What? Oh. Certainly, a tan is not in my immediate priorities, apparently. No plant life. Home to many hardy species, dangerous animals that forage from the sea or prey upon each other to survive. Yep. Home sweet home. Alright. What's my job? Aristocrat. Green bloodlines. Never know. Never quite fit no matter where you go. Fuck, ain't that the truth? Each new town is just a place to rest briefly before moving on to the next. More comfortable on the road, traveling the world. You find siren. You can find the siren goal. Horizon irresistible. You cannot help but wonder what lies beyond. Sorry, zoned out there. Hunter, worker, get 2 in athletics, merchant, street, bluff, and diplomacy. Hee. Make crap cheaper. Lord knows you pick up enough of it. Get a better exchange rate anyway. Mystic. How the universe guides your path. No. I'm already a watcher. Yeah, I'm already a watcher. I can already commune with the dead, so... yeah. Why not? Available weapon type. Start simple. And I have to match the picture to the weapon I'm using too. That's the, yeah. And There's 3 kinds of shield. Wait, what the fuck? But I did pick that up. Yeah, that was an ability. Wall, I believe. That make it 2 weapon sets. Sword and shield. Wait, rapier. Needle strike. Parrying blade. Wielder focus. Deflection. Accuracy. Penetration. With what? Windmill? Saber. Okay. God damn it. Oh, stop that! Deselect that. Pick him. Then the shield. Thank you. Next. Son of a... Close enough. Nope, it's the only one that doesn't have a... Oh. Also. More frosty. Snowflakes under the eyes kind of thing. Nah, go with that. Or that. Same picture with the hood. Right. Sure. Okay, how do I continue? Ah. No, we're not going that direction. Not playing what's her fucking, I'm not singing. That's white. That's what, that's gray. That should be gray. I'm not trying to make a goddamn cartoon character. No, but that less of a clash in tone. Picking something up an hour or so anyway, so. Wow, that's all I got, huh? Pale green. Pale blue. No, we're not. Yeah, we're not the Ice Queen either. Go straight albino. Why not? Dungeons get dark, I need to find my see where the hell she's at. Do. Here, huh? Fire in the ice. still seeing red. Brown it down. Nope. That's sandy blonde. Strawberry. Still seeing red. I don't know why. Fine, we'll go straight red. Eyes. Oh, what else would it be? I'll never see him again, so like it matters. Lighten them up. Ooh, there you go. Neon. Hey, pick a head. Now pick a head. No. Wow, they just trade them out, don't they? Alright. Now what'd you have for head? Hair, anyway. Yeah, but you had ribbons. Again, never gonna see it again. There we go. Well, Becky Lynch on you. Nords from Skyrim. Bring it back to the 80s. Stuck in the 80s. Not making a super villain. Oh, probably play like it, but there we go. That's where you were. What else you got? That's it? No. No. That looks painful as hell. I used to have hair. I know. That just looks painful as all hell. There we go, flock of seagulls. Inverted flock of seagulls. Is that the Mohawk? That's Mohawk. That's a blowback. Alright.
They'll never know I'm here. Hey there.
Finish them! Sharp eyes and keen ears. I shall lead us.
Not a sound.
I'm flattered. Yeah!
How about give a choice?
Yeah!
Wow, alright. Not like you say anything anyway.
Yeah!
Time to see and not be seen.
I've got this.
That'll work. That's Vo Machina.
I guess this is it. There's always a way.
I've got your back!
I've got an arrow with your name on it.
Ah. People I come across in the game. Gotcha.
Let's go.
Not that I recognized anything, I'm just, yeah, those are pre-recorded. Yeah. Dun-dun-dun. Christ, you look like... Hold yourself like DSP, for fuck's sake. throat. That's sassy. Big difference. Open hand on hip. Pay me and I'll give a shit. Hope they didn't blow the fingers off. Nope, 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 that doesn't work. There we go. I already used that one, but oh well. I'm a rogue fighter. Guile and discipline. Main hands at 24, offhand. 24 with deflection, fortitude, reflex and will. Wow. Good reflex. Intellect. Got that cranked up. Perception. I got the bonus from that, just okay, from setting up. Windmill. Small shield, bind, block. Knock down and cripple them. Unbroken shield mastery. You can only pick one is the thing. That's kind of a pain. Sneak. Are these my... Oh, those are my abilities. Alright, which ones are passive? Active skills. Athletics, explosives, and mechanics. I need to get my mechanical up so I can pop locks. Yes. Yes.
Go forth now, Watcher, as my herald.
Okay.
Know that I do not give you this title lightly. When the time comes, you will have the power to reveal the souls that cling to you, to open the gateway from the in-between to the waking world. Find Aethys. Learn his plans. When I have cause to talk to you, I will summon you.
With a quick gesture of her hand, you feel a sharp pain in what would be your chest. The pain continues, intruding deeper into your soul. Looking down, you see a small lump of darkness roiling within you. The darkness lingers there, but the pain abates and fades entirely within the span of a few seconds.
A chime. Do not fear, Herald. It will not harm you unless you choose to cross me. I trust it will not come to that.
Her gauntleted hand gestures to the dwarf, hovering nearby. The dwarf nods, contorts his face with his odd smile, and gestures to a new door.
Time is not on your side, Watcher. I suggest you get on with the task at hand.
The creases of the dwarf's face tighten into a smile as he gives you a courteous nod. The return to your body feels like waking after a fitful drunken sleep. The rocking of the ship sends pain jolting through your limbs. Crashing waves hammer inside your skull. Adair watches over your body with a glazed look, taking long, even tokes from his pipe. At the first movement of your chest, he starts. His gasp, mid-puff, sends him coughing and straining for breath.
No, there's no way. You're awake. What are you doing awake? How are you feeling?
Sorry. Reloaded my coffee. That setup took a little longer than I thought. Who are you? I'm alive. I'm in a lot of pain. Weak, but I'm sure it'll pass. No, I'm in a lot of pain. That should play into... Sorry, I know a few things. Damn little, but I know a few things. Play to this. I'm in a lot of pain. Oh, and you can't unchoose your dialogue tree.
That might have been me. I've been slapping you a little harder each day, trying to wake you.
See? Guilt his ass for being mean to me. Well, we're just slapping unconscious. Trying to wake you up.
I never dreamed it'd work.
Adair stares with disbelief at what would likely be his slapping hand, examining both sides. He shrugs.
He's 12.
Well, you owe me.
A kick in the ass.
I hate to cast a pall over your recovery, but I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
The voice echoes from inside the bust. The remains of the steward of Cad Nua.
Cad Nua has been destroyed. Aethus possessed the statue of Maros Nua and rose from the ground, consuming the souls of all nearby.
Yeah, I got that much. Continue.
It is only by the exceptional strength of your soul that you survived. And even then, just barely. The further Aethus withdrew, the weaker you became. We chartered this ship and followed him to the Deadfire archipelago.
Hey, she said the thing.
I know not how, but it seems he has retained a piece of your soul, and proximity to it has brought you back.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Oh, see, I get my turn. I keep forgetting that part.
How could you know all that? You've been faking on us.
He pokes at your shoulder with one finger.
Yeah, we're done here. Handsy bastard.
Brewing topside, we... Maglins fires the captain stirs.
An older man with ale-sour breath rubs his bloodshot eyes and stares at you.
Hengrim, the smell of drink on your breath could wake the very dead. Now what's this about?
Pirates. They're demanding parley with you, Captain.
I know this is asking a lot, but you better arm yourself and get on deck. Should be some gear in there.
He indicates a nearby wardrobe.
All right, now make some use of it.
It doesn't matter what my clothes were. Mail armor at 7. Crush, freeze, and initiate. Combat only. Restoration, combination. You go. And my quickies. You go over my Nickies. See, it didn't even matter what my damn outfit looked like. Let's rock.
The pirates of Deadfire are notorious. I suggest you deal with them quickly. The pirates of Deadfire are notorious. I suggest you deal with them quickly.
Let's see what kind of diplomacy perks I have. In about 10 minutes.
Well, what have we here? A little sloop? Lost and alone in the storm?
A surly, brutish-looking captain stands stiff back before his crew. He scowls as he assesses you, his hair whipping about his ears in the wind. Sorry, it got playback in my ear. I was checking the microphone. Level, and making sure I didn't nose whistle into it. That annoying stuff. You know, breathing. That pesky fucking thing.
I'll be taking your ship now, if you don't mind. And especially if you do.
Well, at least he asked.
didn't hear him asking.
I am a gentleman of fortune.
Captain shrugs in the sheeting rain. Before pinning you with a slow, murderous grin. Oh, now it gets quiet.
Give her up easy, and I'll see you get a swift death. It'll be bloody and agonizing, sure. But at least it'll be quick.
I don't have a quarrel with you. Why do you want my ship? Pirates? Like, really? Seriously? Storm's pretty loud. Did you say something? Surrendering? Say you're surrendering? That's strange. I'm gonna mount your skull on my fucking cabin door. Make a rude hand gesture. Fire all cannons. Aim at the mouthy one. I'll mount your fucking head on my desk. Fire all cannons. Aim at the big mouth.
Now you're getting it.
Well, at least he didn't spit on the deck. Shoot him myself. Cracks his neck, dresses his crew.
I'm off to spear me a bigger fish. One with sharper teeth like. I'm trusting you lot not to cock this up.
Bandwidth.
Damage the sleep when you take it.
So he's gonna start shit and run away. Put you on my to-do list.
Play with the crew if you'd like, but don't bring me any prisoners. None are alive.
You had bandwidth after.
A third one there? Nope, I can only go that far. So I need there. 48 Street Fighter looking for a fight. Oh, that's me. Street Fighter looking for a fight. 2725, Armor 3. Armor 5. I'm gonna say I get a cripple. Don't go anywhere, big boy. Flanked. That gives me extra because I said okay. Yay. And not my turn. I'm not doing that. I didn't do that. I only have control of mine. Irina, Elder, Baradol, the helmsman. Got a flank and kill on that asshole. That's why I picked on the big guy first. Who the hell was that? Just a sailor, huh? Let's see what I got. Finish him. I'm gonna rush up on this asshole. End turn. Yay, kill him up dead. What'd I win? You defeated the pirates, but you're not out of trouble. The storm picks up, lashing your ship, driving you dangerously close to a rocky shore. The Defiant's crew hurries to reduce sail and batten down the hatches. They work quickly, but the ship is still listing heavily. Just then, a loose crate tumbles toward you, gathering speed on the rain-slicked deck. It misses you, but knocks Chitupi, one of your deckhands, off his feet. The Defiant heaves. Chitupac pitches over the side. He grabs onto the rail, but his fingers are slipping. He cries out for help. Meanwhile, the runaway crate totters on the edge of the deck, ready to plunge overboard. You recognize the symbol on the front and realize it likely contains the salvage from the Kad-Nua from your keep. Save the deckhand. Grab the crate. I'm grabbing the crate. You seize the crate just as it's about to tip into the rolling sea. It's heavy, but you manage to heave it back from the edge. As it thumps on the deck, you hear a fading scream and a splash. Oops. Chitupac is gone. There's no sign of him in the churning waves below, as I'm sure there wouldn't. Meanwhile, the storm has nearly driven you ashore. That must have been the breakers. A barrier reef sort of thing. Flash of lightning reveals a treacherous coastline. An ethos striding into the distance. The lookout barely has time to shout a warning before the Defiant runs aground. The impact hurls you from the deck and into a froth of waves, bodies, and splintering debris. You struggle toward the beach just ahead, even as the surf tugs you toward the open sea. You kick and paddle with all your might until at last you feel sand between your fingers, pulling yourself ashore. You collapse. But I got my box. And C. Your attributes and your dexterities and your stuff like that also affect in those little side stories. I believe so, yeah. Because, I got a boon for picking certain things. First time through, I saved the guy and the crate. Oh, yeah, I'll show you. At least what I believe to have been that crate. Don't know yet. I have to get here to compare. Rolling up on 2 hours looks like a good place to stop. I got myself built up. Got the premise down. I'm back from the dead and I can talk to him. To hunt a god.
I've been getting a lot of sleep so far on this trip. I'd have woke you, but you look so peaceful with your face in the sand.
Runs his fingers through his hair and removes a strand of seaweed he finds lodged there. He examines it closely and then tosses it on the sand.
If you're worried about the ship, you can stop worrying.
Not really.
It's wrecked right over there.
That's what I was figuring. Points off the Defiant, despite its being difficult to miss from your vantage point.
So far, it's just you and me and the chair lady over there.
Nods towards something further up the beach.
It's a relief to see you awake, my lady. I worried you were in for another long sleep.
What happened? Where are we? I hate boats. Doesn't really matter where you are. You saw what's his face in the back, in the distance with the lightning flash. That's where you need to be going. Where you at?
Don't know, but it's real pretty.
Eh. If you're into sand and deer. Oh, that was an elk.
Difficult to say for certain. The Deadfire is spotted with islands, some quite small. The good news is that if the storm hasn't spun us round entirely, I'd say we're in charted waters. I believe the Valian Trading Company operates in the region.
Yeah, humans.
Hence that little visit from that wretched pirate captain.
Wait, did I miss a thing? Slip that back. She's still talking. Did I miss a choice? Come here. Further up the beach, blah blah blah, talking head. Let's get going. What do we do now? Patch up the ship. Shout. Something. Great. I missed it.
Let's see about the other survivors.
Hmm.
And somehow we gotta get the ship repaired.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to be paddling out of here on a salvage raft.
Might be fun.
For now, I'd say your best bet is to find some sign of civilization. If nothing else, we may be able to hire on a shipwright. My lady, if it is not too taxing, could you explain how it came to pass that you were returned to us?
No. Damn it. And there's no way out of this, except going forward, isn't there? So I kind of want to save that for the second episode. Explain where the hell I'm at. The only way to do that is turn this, to kill this broadcast and then pick up exactly where the hell I'm at. Which would be ridiculous. So. Alright, anyways. My soul passed into the beyond, and Bareth gave me a choice. Find ethos or die. Bareth has given me a sacred duty. Try to click on that and then it jumps way the hell down. What the piss? Pick one. Bareth has given me a sacred duty to hunt Matthias for the other gods. I don't see me making that choice, because it jumps down to the third line, my soul. Okay, Bareth has given me a sacred duty. I'm hunting for the other gods. Turns out the gods are too dumb to figure out what Ethos is doing. Sent me to figure it out. Squint dramatically while looking out at the ocean. I returned as the Herald of Bareth on a special mission to find Ethos and learn what his plans are. I'm on a mission from God. soul passed into the beyond. I had a near-death experience. Alright, we'll go with sacred duty. See, you can't go backwards either. Can't take it back. They don't exactly pop the messages out for you. Gave me a sacred duty to hunt Ethos for other gods.
I've had worse jobs. Of course, cleaning stables won't get you stepped on by a god most days.
There's a giant stone god running loose, killing people. Yeah, let's crack wise, asshole.
A perilous endeavor indeed. Castle or no castle, you are still my lady, and I will aid you to the best of my ability.
Why, thank you.
Well, I suppose we'd better get a move on.
Have to do this on my own. Nah, take him with. Take him for ballast. And storage. Choose single class or multi-class for this companion. Choice cannot be changed. I'm already a rogue fighter. Not recommended for new. Fighter and rogue. That's what I'm running as. Fine. Peas on a pod.
Hey.
Hey.
Sure.
So he has the same limitations I do. Alrighty. We'll go ahead and call it here. Pew. Pew. Overwrite the autosave. Captain's cabin. I don't want to do that again. Alright. Anyway. Overwrite. Mysterious Death 7-5. Yes, please. So, this has been Pillars of Eternity 2. Deadfire. And this. Always save options without asking. No, ask me. This is Quiet, Dignity, and Grace. Quiet, not quit. Like, hate, share, scribe. Comment if you need to. Links for things where you find all that linky stuff. Notification bell because reasons. Try to do a midnight show, 12 a.m. Central Standard Time. Either live or post something. I thank you so much for watching. I thank you for your time and patience. Bye.